begin. Sir,
can I wait for 5 minutes for students? They told.
Madam, students are on the Facebook Live, so you can begin.
Okay, sure. Okay.
Sir, if you tell me in presentation mode, I will do it.
It will be fine also, sir.
So can I start, sir?
Yes, please.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. Thank you all for finding time and visiting today's webinar. My name is Ms. Pooja Tara Singh Rathod, and I am Assistant Professor at Parul University. Just a little housekeeping before we get started a session. If you have any questions during the presentation, then please type them into the chat box. Okay. It will bring them up during the presentation if necessary. Then we have time for the questions at the end. Now, without further ado, we will turn the time over to Mr. Radhesham Bajar sir. So, Mr. Radhesham Bajar sir has completed his BTech from the Rajiv Gandhi College of Food Technology, Parvani, Vasantrao Naik Marathwada Agricultural University, Maharashtra in 2014. During his BTech, he was training and thesis entitled on the development and marketing of the Sambar Masala. After that, after the BTech, he went to Andhra Pradesh at Wagner University, Wadla Muddai, Guntur for his Masters of Technology in 2017. Then, after the MTech, he worked as an assistant professor on the College of Food Technology, Udgir, District Latur for around 2 years. So, sir also have the working experience as an assistant professor. After that, he achieved the Senior Research Fellowship for the Research Project at the College of Dairy Technology, Varud, Pusat, and which is awarded by the RGSTC Mumbai in 2019. And he is working as a SRF at a CDT Varud. Then sir have published one national research paper along with the one book chapter and 2 newspaper article along with the one full-length international paper. And now he's working on his research topic, extraction, modification, and application of the bioactive peptides from the Indian edible cereals. So now I hand over this session to you. Sir, please proceed.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. Good evening, everyone. Ma'am already introduced me. Now, shall I start session, sir? Hello, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Shall I start?
Yes.
So today, I'm delivering lecture on the topic of functional dairy ingredients, its role in human health. As we know, food is a basic need of every living things or living beings. Food is an important part of our daily life, daily to daily life, and it's basic things of our diet. So first we will see what is functional food or what is functional, its meaning. So functional, its meaning behind it, the functional food became a, we will see an introduction about that. Functional food became a more popular recent days or recent years as a therapeutic. Is a essential minerals, vitamins, which are used in reducing many health problems. The functional foods are which are enriched with many essential nutrients or to have additional functional or additional function or new ingredients. So that is the functional food. And nowadays it's a need to everyone, basically health conscious people. Nowadays we see in COVID pandemic, there was a lot of people suffered from COVID, and in that day there was novel food products are going to occur, like vegan foods and all protein enriched foods, and also new foods like vitamin, minerals, and other foods. They are going to. It means also government said to take that type of foods only. Okay. So in the functional food, we'll say what is the functional food. In that, what are the functional foods? So basically, we can say functional food. It means food which provide health benefits beyond a basic nutrition, beyond its basic nutrition, like minerals, vitamins, minor ingredients and major ingredients also present in food. Those who we take, that is also present in food, but it's functional. It's meaning itself the beyond its basic nutritional level, beyond its basic nutritional level, like in that food that are fortified with any vitamins or minerals are also known as functional food. Functional food may helps to promote wellness, as well as functional food reduce the risks of disease, reduce any health conditions like that. That is including in a functional. After that, functional food that is highly nutritious. In our daily diet, we take a food as a for reduce or fulfill our hunger. But this functional food, it having some more properties, like it is highly nutritious and related with a number of health benefits. It having number of health benefits. They may also protect against diseases, prevent nutritional deficiency, and it helps for proper growth and development also. That some foods are fortified, some foods are enhanced, some foods are enriched. We will say one by one. So fortified foods, that is fortified with vitamins and minerals. As like probiotic foods is also. If we go in dairy products, that is probiotic foods is there, or probiotic dairy products is there. Or some foods are fortified with fiber, like fruits and vegetables, also nuts, some seeds and grains. That is also considered as a functional food, that is having a source of functional ingredients. So functional ingredients that are classified into 4 categories. That is, first one is bodybuilding foods. Second one is energy-giving foods, that is carbohydrates, that contain carbohydrates. After that, protein-rich foods, third one. And next one, that is the protective foods. In protective foods, it includes fruits and vegetables. It means in that contain vitamins and minerals. So we will see what are the benefits of this functional food. Functional food, it having some benefits, like it help to in nutrient deficiency. It helps in nutrient deficiency. We can say, if we see, number of diseases can be occur due to nutrient deficiency, like deficiency due to vitamin D. It occurs. It may be rickets and all. We will see afterwards. After that, second verse, that is the This functional food that protect from diseases. It also lead to balanced diet, and it is also help to proper growth and brain development. So these are the basic benefit of functional foods. Now, in this functional food, there is some types of functional food. Like first one is a fortified food. So fortified food, which is fortified with additional nutrients. Like for example, we will say, if we say in market number of products is available, there is fortified milk is there, vitamin A and B fortified milk is there. So in that additional nutrients, it means vitamin A, vitamin D, also calcium and iron. So firstly, if you know what is fortified food, so fortified food, it means the food, in that food naturally this nutrients which is naturally not present in that food, that is we are artificially we are added in that food, that is the fortified, that means fortified. Next one is a enriched food. In enriched food, nutrients are originally present in that food, but it lost during heating or cooking, and there is necessary to maintain the nutrient profile. Like if we say sterilized milk, so somewhat nutrient loss it may be occur in that foods. Also during cooking, some nutrients may be lost. So these are in that food there is need to enrichment. That is the enriched food. Next one, next types of functional food, that is the enhanced food. In enhanced food, component is enhanced naturally by maintaining certain condition. If we see Britti brinjal and all, that is genetically modified food. That is also, you can say, enhanced food. That having some condition, genetic manipulation is there, some for special growth and particular items and genetic foods or enhanced food. Some rice is there, brown rice and all rice, that are the example of genetic foods. Next one. We'll see altered food. Altered food, in that some foods, it means the harmful or useless component that are naturally present in food that may be replaced or reduced for beneficial components, like some phytochemicals and all are present in soybean and other foods. Food material that may be cause harm. So there is need to replace food that is included in altered food. Next one is a non-altered food. It means foods containing increased content like nutrients. For example, some fruits is there like apple, orange, and other fruits, as well as milk. We can say altered food, non-altered food. So basic nutrients is present in that food or having some health benefits. Then these are the some example of fortified products. If we go in dairy products, that is a fortified milk products, which is fortified with vitamins A and vitamin D. Also, some are fortified with vitamin B12, vitamin D, calcium, and calcium enriched milk is there. And enhanced food like broccoli and all products, foods, vegetables is including in enhanced food. So these are some example of fortified food or enriched foods, as well as enhanced food. Next one, that is the categories of functional food. So according to American Dietetic Association, ADA, it breaks down the functional food into 4 categories. That is, first one is a conventional food. Second one is a modified food. Third one is a medical food. And the fourth one is a food for special dietary uses. So these are 4 categories is the breakdown according to ADA. So what is conventional food? In conventional food, it means naturally whole food ingredients which is present in that food. That is the conventional food. Like some nuts, for example, some nuts, some fruits, some legumes are included in a conventional food. We can say unprocessed food, that is also included in a conventional food. Second one, that is the modified food. In modified food, like a fortified food with additional ingredients, like just now we say some examples of modified food, that is fortified milk with vitamins A and D, vitamin B12, vitamin D, and calcium rich food, that is included in a modified food. Next one, in modified food, some examples of this modified food like fortified juices, fortified dairy products like milk and other products, yogurt, also including in modified food. Next one, categories of functional food, that is medical food. So medical food, in that it having powerful medicinal properties, like it is used as a medicinal also. It includes, for example, berries, cruciferous vegetables like broccoli is included in that, and also some spices like turmeric and all. That is including medicinal food. Means it having medicinal properties. It prevent or it cures some diseases that having medicinal properties. Next one, that is the special dietary foods. Specially dietary foods, it means specially prepared food for particular types of food needed. It means some health conscious people, if some peoples are suffering from some diseases, like nowadays we say everywhere there is a number of diabetic patients are available or suffering from diabetes. So for this purpose, special type of food are prepared, that is the free sugar foods, sugar-free foods. So that is including in a special dietary foods. So in that, some vegetables, some grains, some fruits, that is also including in a special dietary foods. Okay, like obesity. For obesity, there is requirements of some grains like barley and all. It means special dietary or dietitian suggests that people to follow this diet. So that is including special dietary foods. Next, that is in category like that I explained now. So these are the example of some foods. Now, if we say what is the need of this functional food, so now due to deficiency of some nutrients and minerals, vitamins and minerals, there is causes some deficiency, vitamin and minerals deficiency diseases, like vitamin A deficiency due to vitamin A, that loss of vision. Symptoms that disease is poor vision, lost vision, like darkness, night blindness, and all that occur due to vitamin deficiency due to A. And next, beriberi. This disease, deficiency disease caused due to vitamin B1. That is, symptoms of this disease is weak muscle and very little energy to work. Next one, vitamin D, vitamin C. Due to deficiency of vitamin C, scurvy is occur. So bleeding gum or clotting problem is occur due to the scurvy. It means wounds are not recovers in that time, or wounds take longer time to heal. After that, deficiency due to the vitamin D, rickets is occur in some newborn babies. There is also uh, occurring this disease, that is rickets. Okay? Due to improper intake of mother, the rickets is occur in early newborn babies or newborn babies. So bone became soft and bent due to the rickets. These are the symptoms of rickets caused due to deficiency D. And some calcium deficiency causes disease like bone or tooth decay. It means in that symptoms like weak bone or tooth decay. Goiter due to the deficiency of iron, gets glands the neck appear swollen, or mental disability can be occur due to the deficiency of iodine. So now we say in a market there is number of product available like salt. In salt, iodine enriched salt is there. So added iodine, that is available in market. So this helps to prevent goiter and all. After that, deficiency of iron that cause anemia. It means weakness is occur due to the iron deficiency. So this deficiency is occur due to the that vitamins insufficient to take insufficient amount of that vitamins and minerals rich foods. So this may be occur sometimes of some types of diseases due to the deficiency of these vitamins and minerals. So that's why there is need to functional food, and that is now various industries that produces fortified food, vitamin, minerals, enriched foods, and other foods. Okay. So now we will see about milk. Milk, it's having naturally functional properties. It contains some helpful vitamins and minerals, and it is a unique food for everyone. So first we will see what is the milk. So milk, definition of milk is a normal secretion of the mammary gland of mammals or white fluid. That is the milk. Milk, it means normal mammary secretion derived from complete milking of healthy milk animal without either addition of steroid or extraction, therefore, unless otherwise provide, and it shall be free from cholesterol. As per FSSI, these are the definition of milk. In that milk, if we say what are the functional dairy ingredients which is present in milk, our topic is regarding that. That is the functional dairy ingredients. Functional dairy ingredients. So functional dairy ingredients, it means ingredients which is present in milk or milk product. So functional dairy ingredients, it means milk or dairy ingredients that may provide a health benefits beyond the traditional nutrients that became dairy ingredients or milk ingredients. That milk It is considered as a nature of perfect food. It is a perfect food. It is, if we say, from newborn babies to elder one, everyone can take a can drink milk. So these are the properties. It means that these are the benefits of this milk. So everyone can drink this milk. So that is unique or perfect food for meeting nutritional requirements for every people. Okay, for all ages. It contains some bioactive peptides. Now, recent year, if we see nutraceutical and bioactive molecules that is present in milk, it have attracted a lot of attraction or attention of very researchers, nutritionists, medical and practitioners, as well as consumer, health conscious consumer. They also demand for nutritional or nutraceutical food. So and these dairy products, it's having integral part of human diet. In dairy ingredients, we'll see what are the dairy ingredients present in. Right. So if you see, milk contain some ingredients or components like vitamins. In that vitamins, fat soluble vitamins is there, ADEK, as well as some minor milk vitamin, that is B12 vitamin, B9, B12 vitamins, B2 vitamins also present in milk, as well as carbohydrates, that is lactose and oligosaccharides, that is present in milk. Some lipid, that is conjugated linoleic acid, CLA, that is also present in milk. And some proteins are also present in milk. That is main component of milk, that is casein. It divided into two parts, that is milk casein and whey casein or whey protein. In casein, that is kappa casein, beta casein, alpha casein, and some lactoferrin is also present in milk. That is also present in human milk, as well as whey protein. That whey protein, beta lactoglobulin, alpha lactoglobulin, and glycomacropeptides are also present in milks. So these are the ingredients of milk, and these ingredients having functional properties. It may be some ingredients, it is naturally available in that milks, and some are produced during the processing. Milk ingredients, milk, that is the only food which has got a power or to sustain life in this development stage, and is considered important part of balanced diet. Milk is an important part of balanced diet, as well as it promote a growth, got a power or sustain life. It also possesses different 500 different compounds, that is having certain unique nutritional properties and disease preventing properties, as well as milk, it having some quality proteins, as well as energy rich fat, and it contains some micronutrients like calcium, potassium, sodium, magnesium, and some vitamins like B12 vitamins, which are a vital role for development or overall development of the human body. Milk or milk ingredients, it's having several health attributes which is associated with milk or milk constituents or milk ingredients. In that milk ingredients, if we take a calcium, it having controlling hypertension and colon cancer. It means calcium contained in milk that control the hypertension as well as colon cancer. If you see nowadays, number of people, they are suffering from heart diseases, and number of death due to the hypertension, a heart attack. So calcium content that prevent its hypertension as well as colon cancer. After some milk ingredients that act as a protective role, like a carotenoids and conjugated linoleic acid, it's again act against cancer. Some butyric acid and some that short chain fatty acid, it has shown or regulate the cell growth. It also enhance the anti-cancer activity, that is due to the butyric acid. So these are the some examples of some ingredients, dairy ingredients, which having some functional properties. So some minor milk components or ingredients that is naturally occurring in milks or that may be formed during the processing, that is lactoferrin. Lactoferrin present in milk as well as cholesterol also. After that, lactulose also present in milk in minor amount. Galacto-oligosaccharides, that is GSO, it is also present in milk. Beta-lactoglobulin, bioactive conjugated linoleic acid, that is present in milk, and they function, but they having some nutrition functional properties. So, due to that, this food or milk is a nutritious. Next, if you say some enzymes also present in milk, milk components with bioactive peptides. So bioactive peptides, some minerals, growth regulators is also there. Lactose, there is a sugar present in milk. Some vitamins like ADP, fat soluble vitamins, and water soluble vitamins also present in milk. And milk is also derived from proteins, that is whey protein and a casein. In casein, before that we see some casein and whey protein is present in milk, and this having some properties, means functional properties. They act as a disease preventing or disease relieving ingredients. Now we'll see some functional categories of dairy foods that act as a nutraceutical. Nutraceutical, it means it is also like a functional. It means it having medicinal properties or act which is prevent the diseases or reduce the risks of diseases. So in that, some classes like compounds like probiotics is also there. In probiotics, lactobacilli, bifidobacterium, these are the classes of functional or nutraceutical food. The source of this lactobacilli and bifidobacterium is fermented dairy products like dahi, yogurt, lassi, cheese. During processing, this lactobacilli and bifidobacterium is used to produce the dahi from dahi and some products. It having health benefits or potential health benefits, that it improve the gastrointestinal health or it improve the immunity power. That is due to the lactobacilli and bifidobacterium. In that also, some source, that is fatty acid, that is conjugated linoleic acid, and conjugated linoleic acid, source of this conjugated linoleic acid, that is fatty rich dietary fiber, dietary products, also fermented products, milk products like same dahi, yogurt and lassi. Also we can say cheese, that is also present in fatty acid. It having anti-cancerous property as well as anti-diabetic. It acts as anti-diabetic. Next one, next dairy products or functional dairy products, that is whey protein. Whey protein, that is beta lactoglobulin present in that. After that, lactoferrin is also present in whey proteins. The basic source of this whey proteins, that is a milk whey or whey cholesterol. After preparation of chana or paneer, whey is there. So in that way, this beta lactoglobulin and lactoferrin is present. So it having some benefits like enhanced synthesis of glutathione. It having also antioxidant properties. It also having antibacterial properties, and it increase bioavailability of atoms. It means it increase favorable bacteria in our gut. After that, some components is including in a functional dairy foods, that is probiotics. Probiotics, it means favorable microorganism is there, that is lactulose and galacto-oligosaccharides is present in that probiotics. In probiotics, source of this probiotic component is heated milks synthesized from of lactose, also fermented foods, and some galacto cytophrase activity of these microbes. It having some potential benefits is promote the growth of probiotics bacteria. It is act an anti-cancer, increase mineral bioavailability. Next one, that is the bioactive from milk proteins. In milk proteins, bioactive present, that is the caseinophosphopeptides, that is CCP, and phosphomorphins, that is also present in some functional dairy products, that is bioactive peptides. That bioactive main source of this caseinophormines and caseinophosphopeptides, that is fermented milks, proteolysis of casein in gastrointestinal tract, as well as proteolysis alpha and beta caseins. So these are the source of these bioactive peptides from milks. It having some potential benefits like mineral binding, special calcium, as well as it increase intestinal water, as well as electrolytic absorption. It also increase the gastrointestinal transit times. So these are the number of benefits of these functional dairy foods or nutraceutical foods. Next, we will see milk proteins and derivatives is act as a therapeutic components. So as a therapeutic components, bodybuilding blocks of the growing tissue. What are the milk protein and derivatives? They act as a therapeutic, like building blocks of the growing tissue. It helps the physical and mental development of individual or human beings. Milk protein that having higher content of essential amino acids, as well as casein that constitute about 80% of total milk proteins and remaining 20% of whey protein. So major whey proteins in milks, that is the beta lactoglobulin, alpha lactoglobulin, bovine serum, and immunoglobulin. These are the basic nutrients or component in dairy products that act as a therapeutic. So these are the comparative presentation of various milk protein fraction, like protein fraction. Now see now in up we see like alpha S1 casein, alpha S2 casein, beta casein, and some. This is the compare concentration in milk, like buffalo milk and cow milk. So in that whey protein, this act as a prospective nutraceuticals. In whey protein, it is a rich source of essential amino acid, as well as it having sulfur containing amino acids like cytins, methionine, and it's reported higher than that of meat and soya casein. It means some sulfur containing amino acid that is present in milk, it is obviously higher than the meat and some soya casein, soya and some caseins. Whey protein is also provide sulfur amino acids for growing humans and plants also. It also present tryptophan, which is act as a building block of niacin, that is present in higher amount in whey protein. Therefore, whey protein based functional food, it can develop for different groups like beta lactoglobulin, that is the major whey protein. That is major protein, but it is absent in human milk. This protein, bovine milk, it comprises 10% of total milk and 50% in whey protein. Beta lactoglobulin that resist proteolytic enzymes of stomach, and due to this unique property, beta lactoglobulin resists the carriers of retinol. It means provitamins as across a gastrointestinal motion. So it acts as a proteolytic enzyme. After that, this beta lactoglobulin, when it interact with kappa casein, it having great significance. It means it having great interaction and relevant of allergicity. The problem of certain Indians, if there is any allergy for any people, so due to this beta lactoglobulin, it will get reduced. After that, beta lactoglobulin, it also possesses some numerous binding minerals like soluble vitamins and some lipids. It is also utilized for incorporation as an antioxidant, vitamins in low fat products like tone milk, double tone milk. That is the example of low fat products. After that, next whey protein, that is alpha lactoglobulin. It is the most prevalent protein in a whey. It is present in 3% in total milk and 13% in total whey protein. It having biological alpha lactoglobulin activity, like it is required to synthesize the lactose, and it is the principal source of energy for newborn. It provides energy for newborn. After that, alpha lactoglobulin, it contains 22 to 3 times more tryptophan than the average proteins. In body, tryptophan is converted into 5 hydroxytryptophan and then to serotonin. Inadequate, the level of serotonin in the brain has been linked depression, obesity, insomnia, and chronic headaches. So obviously, the tryptophan it prevent or maybe reduce this hyper depression, obesity, and chronic headaches, as well as whey protein that also present immunoglobulin. So this immunoglobulin is a minor blood protein and it is passed in mammary gland and secrete into the milks. So this immunoglobulin it contains highest cholesterol and decrease the lactation rate. It means it decrease the lactation rate. In various immunoglobulin includes like some IgI, IgG, IgA, and IgM. That are the important passive immunities for the newborn. Some milk proteins are considered as the most important source of bioactive peptides also. That increase the number of bioactive peptides that having identified milk proteins, hydrolysates, or some fermented dairy products. So in that bioactive peptides that having some activity or some functional properties like bioactive peptides which with occupied activity, opiase. See what is opiase? This is the opium or basic substance for morphine. This opiate having it have used to since in ancient time for medicinal purpose like injection, relieve of pain, and induce a sleep also. And these peptides having both affinity like opiate receptor as well as opiate-like effect inhibited by naxolone. This is the injection which is used during the patients which having some emergency. At that time, naxolone is used. Now, we'll see peptides, some milk peptides with angiotensin converting enzyme with having inhibition activity like angiotensin, blood polypeptides that's exist into two forms like a physiological inactive angiotensin converting and next one first angiotensin and angiotensin active second. This inactive forms of converted active by angiotensin first that is converted into say angiotensin converting enzyme. That is the key of enzyme peripheral blood pressure. It means it's reduce blood pressure. It is useful in various treatments like to reduce the blood pressure or it can be prevent the heart attack. Some milk proteins or milk peptides that's having antithrombic properties. Antithrombis is defined as presence of blood clot. Means due to blood clotting, number of cases that occurs like heart diseases. So some peptides that having the properties like antithrombotic properties. And milk peptides are well known to inhibit the platelet fixation. So this is properties of bacteriopeptides. Some having antimicrobial properties like hydrolysis. When reaction of proteins with water, the hydrolysis is occur due to lactoferrin by pepsin produce hydrolysis with which having greater antimicrobial properties, and it's generated due to the lactoferrin in peptides. Some having mineral binding properties. In mineral binding properties, that is the well-known casein one. So that is having phosphorylated proteins which enhance vitamin D. Due to the deficiency vitamin D, rickets is occur in many people. So some minerals that having the mineral binding properties, some proteins having mineral binding properties, that is the casein, and it having some independent bone calcifications, that is ricket in infants. One disease, that is the rickets. After that, we will see some probiotics dairy foods. So probiotics dairy foods, that is the also having nutraceutical and functional properties. In that, we'll see first what is the probiotics. So probiotics, it means living microorganism that having some certain benefits or number of health benefits beyond its nutritional level or beyond the inherent basic nutrition. In if you see in human gut, they're having number of 100 million trillion microorganisms that belongs 400 different bacterial species. If we say, we can say that is the home of our gut, our gastrointestinal tract, that is the home of bacteria. So the number of microbial cells that is present in a GI or blood, that is almost 10 times than the body. It means it is present in our body more than our cells. And this probiotic foods that delegates balance executes, it means it having beneficial and harmful bacteria which act as a beneficial one in our gut. It is present about 70% in our body or in our immune, and it is localized in our gut or human gut. Number of beneficial bacteria incorporation into the foods that contains or counteract with harmful organism, and it is in such microorganism, those which is helpful for human being, that microorganism is called as probiotics. Some commercial products is available in a market that known as probiotics. That is probiotic dahi is there, probiotics yogurt is there, that is available in the market. After that, some probiotics microorganisms, they're like lactobacillus species, bifidobacterium species, and other lactic acid bacteria, and some other species. These having probiotics bacteria like acidophilus acai, that is lactobacillus species, lactobacillus fermentum, lactobacillus lactis, lactobacillus helveticus, L. Uterus, L. brevis. So these all are the examples or examples of probiotic microorganism, which is used in a preparation of probiotic foods. That probiotic foods, what are the mode of action of these probiotic foods? We'll see. So these probiotic foods, by direct interaction within gut lumen with a complex ecosystem of the gut, microbiota that produce a substance like carbon dioxide and H2O2, as well as bacteriocins, and that inhibit the growth of harmful microorganisms. After that, this probiotic microorganism that interact with gut mucus epithelium, and that is the barrier effect on the other microorganism. It having some assist to digest process. It enhance the mucosal immune, and it enhance as well as it enhance the enteric nervous system. Throughout the scene, this it having some potential benefits. It's also benefit to systematic immune system, as well as the potential organs like brain. It helpful to brain. So these are the mode of action of probiotics. Some probiotics, these are select for probiotic microorganism, that is include the safety of functional aspects. It's having some functional aspects, that is the survival, adherence, colonization, antimicrobial production, immune stimulation, anti-genotoxin activity, and it is also prevent the some pathogens. So these are the mode of action of probiotics or probiotics microorganism. Now, we'll see the examples of probiotic milk products. So, number of products is available in number of products are available in market. That is having number of brands. Like probiotic dahi is present in market, available in market. After that, probiotic cheese is also available in market, and probiotic yogurt and yogurt drinks. So these brands that produce probiotics milk products at, that capture all Indian markets. Now we'll see fortified milk products. So in that fortified milk products, that is milk, it's having naturally unique balanced diet or source of many dietary components. This also having impact of some specific nutrient. It also provides convenient and useful vehicle for addition of certain nutrients in our diet. That is fortified milk, that is easier quality control, measure and implementation. It having wider consumption by all age groups, like younger one and elder one. It having cost affordable. It is available in low cost. If you see in market milk, it having it is present. It is available in market in cheaper amount or cheaper price, as well as this component of milk products, that is higher stability or bioavailability, that is added micronutrients also, like fortified milks, fortified with vitamin A, vitamin D, and some minerals also, the complex vitamins. With adding fortification usually cause minimum changes like color, taste, and appearance, as well as some milk products which is fortified with vitamins like water soluble vitamins, vitamin C, fortified with vitamin C, as well as the complex vitamins. And this is fortified by using dry powder. Means water soluble vitamins that is fortified by using some techniques like dry powder and all. After that, fat soluble, that is included vitamins A, D, E, K. So this exists for either added by using emulsion or in crystal forms, they get added. Next one, that is the fortification of milks with milk products with some minerals like selection. Some selected minerals are fortified like based on their organoleptic conditions and bioavailability, as well as the cost and safety of that minerals. Some minerals that during this processing, some problems may be occur during fortifying of milk and milk products, like highly soluble minerals, that is ferrous sulfate. It leads to development of off color, as well as some water soluble irons, that compound uh, that is present in some minerals that having superior bioavailability, as well as some important minerals which is fortified with milk and milk products, that is calcium. Calcium is a major minerals or important minerals which is fortified with milk. So calcium is prevent the rickets. That's why it is available in milk, but during processing, it may lose there. That's why there is need to fortify it. And some commercial calcium, that is commercial salts, that is also available in calcium fortification. Some calcium fortification, that is carotenoids, phosphate, citrate, lactate, and lactate. Gluconate, that is also fortified with milks. In general, organic salt and calcium that having more bioavailability than inorganic salts. So these are the all fortificant which is added in a milk, that is calcium, vitamin A, vitamin D, and some soluble vitamins, that is B complex, and also vitamin A, that is also fortified with milks. Now we'll see commercial availability of milk based functional dairy products in Indian market. Indian market, number of functional dairy products is available. So it having potential functional food in Indian market dairy industry. It having certain functional or dietetic dairy products. Major share that is occupied in market, that is belong to probiotic segments, like probiotic dahi is launched by Mother Dairy, as well as Nestle, and Amul. That is launched probiotic dahi in market. And after that, low fat dahi, ice cream, some sweets, uh, which is incorporating by sugars or fat replacement, that is also has been introduced by organizing dairy sectors. Yakult, it is the main one that produce probiotic drinks, that is also already captured major shares in Indian beverage. After that, Nestle and Amul, it is also launched the calcium enriched dairy food products in the market, or some beverages also launched, as well as the also launched by the Nestle and Amul. Many more products, including milk, fermented milk products, is also available in market. Some ice creams is also fortified or available in markets, which is fortified with non-dairy products like almonds and cashews and nutritious foods. Some frozen desserts also fortified or enriched, and some butter is also added. So some butter also added with long chain polyunsaturated fatty acid, that is FUFA, polyunsaturated fatty acid. Some minerals and vitamin D are also available in market. Vitamins and minerals fortified, like fortified with vitamin A and vitamin D. So these are the examples of some fortified products, like a brand which is available in Indian market, that is Yakult, Nestle, and other dairy industries. So these are the overall health benefits of functional dairy ingredients and some probiotics that having major health benefits. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for giving your valuable insight on this topic of functional dairy ingredients, its role in human health. Now the question
Thank
answer
you.
session is open for all.
Thank you, ma'am.
Is there any question?
If
Okay, sir.
anyone having any questions, they may ask.
Okay. Question answer session will be open. Anyone have any problem, any question? So there is no question, sir. If there is anything else you wanted to cover before the wrap up, then please.
Okay.
So there is no question. So I conclude this session. I think we are good for now. Thank you, everyone.
Thank
There
you.
was
Thank you, ma'am.
There was a pleasure being with you all today. We have come to the end of our webinar. So I would like to thank you everyone who made this webinar possible. And I thank to Mr. Radhesham sir for his valuable presentation, valuable time along with his presentation. Thank you for participating in it today.
Thank you,
Now,
ma'am.
so I declare that webinar is over. Now you are good to all to go. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
You may leave now. Okay. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone. You may leave now. You may leave, sir.